Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Man in the White House here, and today is actually an old video, one I recorded a little while ago, but I wanted to have a proper opinion of it rather than just sort of sharing it to you guys and yeah, being half cocked. Also as well, brand ambassador. Check the description below for 10% off Filthy Rides. Yes, so they do leisure wear, they do race jerseys, all sorts of different stuff, guys. So yeah, 10% off either using the link below or when you go to the checkout, if you type in man underscore in underscore the in underscore white underscore house, I'll put it in the description below, you get 10% off. So yeah, can't complain at that, can you? Let's get to the video then. Right, welcome back then, guys. So it's Man in the White House here, and if you were watching my previous video, you would have seen that I had a bit of maintenance work on my SRAM NX drivetrain system. So basically just took it all out, resorted it all. I said in that video that I don't think my chain had many rides left in it. Well, it didn't. It had one more ride left in it and it snapped. So today we're going to be changing the chain, and also as well, we're going to be talking about going packless. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, so if that interests you, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so a lot of people will say different to this, and a lot of people will agree with it as well. So whenever I get a new chain, it's covered in a real thick oil. The reason why it's covered in really thick oil is obviously because they don't want it to rust in the packaging. Now, I've always been one to clean my chain off with a good drivetrain cleaner before I install it. That way then I can put on the lubricant that I want on it. The problem with the transportation lubrication, busting it out, is that it tends to be really thick, which means if it's dusty, that gets in there and that will actually degrade your chain quicker. So I always recommend cleaning it off before you install it. Install it without any lubrication on, and then apply a lubrication as you would do normally anyway. So this is actually a chain brake that is in my 1UP EDC tool. So this stays on the bike at all time. So let's start talking about packless whilst I wrench this one. There you go. Basically, I like the idea of riding packless, so I thought to myself, well, now is the time, is it not, to go packless, to try it, because you never know, do you? So got a few little gizmos that I want to show you as to why and how and all of that usual malarkey in a minute. So I suppose the question on everyone's mouth is, why go packless, or why am I watching this guy? Either one I can't help you with. Well, no, that's still true. So packless, the idea of going packless, the idea is that if you're packless, you're basically going to have more mobility to move. If you've got more mobility to move, you're going to feel more comfortable on the bike. If you feel more comfortable on the bike, you're going to do more stuff. So that's the theory anyway, and I quite like the idea of it. I like the idea of, yeah, I like the idea of being able to move around more on a bike. Well, seems like that job's done then. Gold, blinktastic. So yeah, along with a few other bits, I mainly had the majority of the setup anyway. So what I really needed, any death grips, anyone? What I really needed was a clamp for a inner tube on my bike somewhere, and yeah, that's about it really. Oh, I bought a fanny pack. It's a shame you can't run these bars with no grips on. They look sexy. These are the EGRON GA2 fat. Now for once, that has nothing to do with my stomach size. That's everything to do with the size of my ridiculous hands. Not too much. can't do it. Right now they're on, we'll talk about some of the essentials you need for when you go mountain biking. Now, I run tubeless setup, so therefore I don't have a correct tube inside. So if I don't have a tube inside, what happens if I get a slip in my sidewall? Buggered is the word. So you'll find most mountain bikers who run tubeless will have a spare tube just in case. So obviously, where do you put a tube? On your bike? Yes, with a strap. Now I ordered this off Amazon, so the reviews were good. That's all I can say so far. I haven't actually had it out of this packet. This is the first time. Do you know how hard it's been? It's blue, obviously, to match the bike. It doesn't quite match the bike, and it doesn't quite match the grips. It doesn't quite match the handlebars. And it doesn't quite match the pedals, but it's actually quite a large strap. So the idea is you've got a rubber section there. Oh, is that like a little... Oh, okay. I think this is going to take some figuring out of how to work this. We now have a tube attached to the bike. So if I have any problems with that, nice and easy to sort out. Happy days. What else is important though? Well, you need a multi-tool. Now this is a one-up component. This is called the one-up EDC. This actually goes in a very, very clever place. No jokes. This goes in your top tube. So what's it got in it though? It's got the usual multi-tool with all the necessary bits that you need. It's also got a tyre lever. It's also got a chain brake. That's everything you need. In the bottom of the EDC or one-up component slotty in head tubey thing, you've also got this little compartment here. Unscrew it. It's the perfect size. Put in cash, or as I've got in here, master link for the chain. Happy days. Right, this isn't last. This is nowhere near the least. One-up component pump. Clever as anything. Normal. Little short pump. We all know these little volume pump, yeah? Surprise! Take the bottom cap off. What's that? Oh, it's the CO2 canister. Oh, such this is happening. Listen. Oh. Sorry, far too excited over that. And what you do is you take this end, unscrew. You can now screw that CO2 canister into your actual pump head. But where are you storing that, I hear you ask? Well, I will have a confession. I've owned this for over a year now, and unfortunately there is actually a rubber clip that goes onto a bottle cage adapter, and that's what used to sit there. However, that broke, so I've got another one on order, and that's where it will sit. I've also got a FIDLOCK on order as well, so I can carry 500 ml of water here and 1.5 litres on my back. Moving on to what I'm going to be carrying on my back on this backpackless setup. And here we have it. The OSPREY SERAL 7. Now the difference between I think it's the 5 and the 7 is the 5 has 2 water bottle holders either side, and the 7 has a 1.5 litre hydration pack in the back. So that's the difference. But I don't really like the name Seral, so we're going to be calling it the Cecil. Cecil sounds so much more regal. So we've got the OSPREY Cecil. So things we're going to be storing in Cecil. Obviously, the pump until we get the adapter, spoke tool, plugs, just in case and nothing else works, and pretty much you're going to put a couple of sets of tyre levers in there, and then it's just going to be filled up with a couple of maybe camera batteries on the side pocket, food, obviously snacks, lots of snacks, mobile phone, keys. What you need. I apologise now for the next shot. So this is with Seral on. Sorry, like I don't know how else to model stuff. Like, do I soft focus it or something? So anyway, it feels really comfortable. It's right down the bottom. Your weight's down the bottom here. which is nice. It feels nice and secure on the hips. Oh, there you go, look. I'll have to make sure this isn't for child content. The clip, really nice. Loads of room up to the top. Little magnetic thing. I'm sure that's gonna, yeah, I found it straight away then. So yeah, I think it's gonna be comfortable. Well, we're back at it. Hopefully this time the chain won't snap. And also, I was still doing a review on the old Cecil. So I'll be able to give you a thumbs up after this or a thumbs down depending on if I like it or not. So let's get to some riding. Oh, do you know what? It instantly feels like you can plan it in the berms a bit more. It's nice. Oh, I like it. Oh, I think I found a new way to ride, guys. Oh, I like it a lot. Right, so done a little bit of riding now. Obviously, it's always good to get a comparison about what you actually think about a product after a little bit of riding. So, and also as I'm manoeuvring about. Now, when it's slowed down, obviously it is more like a bum bag. Because of that, I feel it catches my rear tyre when I'm moving about. So what I've done is I've moved it up a bit. Now I assume this would be alright if you have washboard abs. I don't. It's giving me like a double muffin top. Flattering. Oh, I like it a lot. There you have it then, guys. So now I've actually been riding with Cecil for the last 3 months or so. You can tell that because my hair is completely different. I've actually had a trim up. So yeah, I've been riding with Cecil for the last, I say 2 months, last 2 months. We've been to Cannock Chase, we've done a few other routes as well. Using when jumping, stuff like that. So, and I can actually say now, I would recommend using a bum bag. Fanny pack, whatever you want to call it, I would recommend using it. The FIDLOCK finally turned up as well, so which is another cracking, can't get it back, another, there you go, another cracking product. The strap's actually in the wash at the moment. We had a bit of a dirty ride, so in fact I'd say we almost had a filthy ride. So yeah, that's in the wash at the moment. But yeah, basically we've actually converted now 9 times out of 10. If I'm not taking the camera with me, I'm not taking the backpack with me, I'm literally just riding with what's, and it feels so good, so good. So if you like the video, guys, please like it, and please leave a comment. If you guys leave a comment, basically it just means that YouTube pushes the video higher up. So which is what we want. We want more people coming to the White House to have their daily MTB, well, weekly MTB fix. Racing up now, guys, the subscription levels. So this is great. Like, let's keep pushing because we can get there together. We can do this. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and remember, 10% off now at Filthy Rides, and see you later. This isn't last, and this is no mere. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on?